Hey everyone, Stuff and Things here, back in another video. I'm going to do a video on how to replace an oil pressure sensor slash sending unit on a 99 Grand Am. This is a 3.4 liter engine, Pontiac. Now if you can see that right there, that is the sending unit. Now, why it needs to be replaced is when the engine's running, there's actually oil coming out of that sensor. So, obviously, it's broken. It's not leaking. It didn't look like it was leaking at the block. It looked like it was actually coming out of the actual sensor itself, and it was dripping all over the starter. Not sure if you guys will be able to see all the oil on the other side of the starter. Apologize if you can't. Not a lot of room in here. But, so I'm going to replace that today. Figured I'd get a video up for you guys. But, I don't believe I have a socket big enough for it, which is a shame. So I'm going to have to go at it with a pair of pliers, so that should be pretty fun. Stay with me, and I'll get that sensor off. Alright. See, here's the plug for the sensor, and you can see all the oil that is actually in this socket here, the plug. So you can see that. So I'm gonna have to clean that out, but just figured I'd show you guys that real quick. That's what it looks like. And you'll see the oil filter. And then you got a sensor there. This is your sending unit over here, the one right directly above the starter. You can see the connections there for the starter, the terminals, and then you can see the sensor. All right, so I've got. I end up taking the starter off. It's just easier if you take the starter off. You'll have a lot more room to actually get to this the sensor. Couldn't really get a pliers on it or anything like that, and I didn't have any sockets big enough, so I went to the auto parts store. I got the part I needed, and then looked for a socket that fit it, and a 27mm socket fits the sensor perfectly. So I've got it there. It's a 1/2-inch drive socket, and once you get the starter off, it really only takes a few minutes to get the starter out. It's not that hard. Always make sure if you're going to work on anything electrical that you unhook the battery, especially if you're going to work on the starter or alternator or anything like that. The last thing you want to do is be messing with those wires when you've got your battery hooked up. But I've got the 27mm. It's a deep well socket, thin wall. It's not a thick wall like a impact socket, but so I got it on there. I've got it busted loose, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off. And I might as well show you real quick. Come with me. I have the replacement part right here. That is the part number. Got this at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. I'll show you guys what the brand new sensor looks like. I'll give you a secret. Looks like the old one, but newer and cleaner. And that's where the oil enters the sensor in that hole. But there you go. So I'm going to get the old one off and get this new one on, and I'll be back. Alright, so there's the new one installed. I threaded in to the same point the old one was at. It was pretty easy to tell where the old one's at due to all the dirt and grime on the neck of the sensor. And cleaned off the plug, plugged it in. Make sure you don't lose your little seal. They come with a little, it's like a squish seal to help seal the actual socket. And cleaned off the wires here that go to the starter. And next step is get the starter on and check for any leaks. As you guys can see, no leaks.